He's going. Dusty Bogan here. This is just a test run. Hopefully it works. I just stuffed up the other one. We're going to watch Trump's State of the Union address. Hopefully someone tunes in. They can tell me if the sound works. This is the first time. Hopefully I get this rock and rolling. Boom. Let's see if my sound works this time. Here he is. You got to tell me. Someone gets in on this. I think I've done it right this time. Bang, there he is. The God Emperor. How's sound going? Let me know in the comment section. Hopefully I got it right this time. The one person who's watching, let me know, please. Please! Can't you listen to me? Don't be stingy. There he is. The Orange Man. All good, Dust Man. Yeah! Worked it out. I can't believe it. Thanks for tuning in, CRF. I just did a live before and I fucked it majorly. So I'm just still working out this StreamYard software that I'm using, but looks like I'm in. I haven't actually seen this yet, so I'm fucking looking forward to what Orange Man has to say, the God Emperor. The missus is watching Married at First Sight. I got to do something. I got to listen to the God Emperor. It seems like a way better. Here he is. Don't interrupt the master. I'm just going to go grab a nice cold beer.
Members of Congress, the President of the United States.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Madam Speaker, Mr. Vice President, members of Congress, the First Lady of the United States.
Boom. Yeah, I'm back. Dr. DR. Cheers, boys. I still got a full beer here.
Citizens, 3 years ago, we launched the Great American Comeback. Tonight, I stand before you to share the incredible results.
Yeah.
Jobs are booming, incomes are soaring, poverty is plummeting, crime is falling, confidence is surging, and our country is thriving and highly respected again.
Woo! There he is, Pence. Look how happy he is.
America's enemies are on the run. America's fortunes are on the rise, and America's future is blazing bright. The years of economic decay are over.
That's how we do it in the desert.
The days of our country being used, taken advantage of, and even scorned by other nations are long behind us. Gone too are the broken promises, jobless recoveries, tired platitudes, and constant excuses for the depletion of American wealth, power, and prestige. In just 3 short years, we have shattered the mentality of American decline, and we have rejected the downsizing of Americans' destiny. We have totally rejected the downsizing. We're moving forward at a pace that was unimaginable just a short time ago, and we are never, ever going back.
She is a fucking lizard person, hey? In God we trust, right there. It's written right above their heads. That fucking evil, demonic bitch.
I am thrilled to report to you tonight that our economy is the best it has ever been. Our military is completely rebuilt, with its power being unmatched anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. Our borders are secure. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed. Our pride is restored. And for all of these reasons, I say to the people of our great country and to the members of Congress, the state of our union is stronger than ever before.
Yes, Pence has swamp ass. Oh, don't shake your head, you. What a doubter. What a pessimist.
The vision I will
Pence
lay out
believes.
this evening demonstrates how we are building the world's most prosperous and inclusive society, one where every citizen can join in America's unparalleled success and where every community can take part in America's extraordinary rise. From the instant I took office, I moved rapidly to revive the U.S. economy, slashing a record number of job-killing regulations, enacting historic and record-setting tax cuts, and fighting for fair and reciprocal trade agreements. Our agenda is relentlessly pro-worker, pro-family, pro-growth, and most of all, pro-American.
I missed that. ADD.
Thank you. We are advancing with unbridled optimism and lifting our citizens of every race, color, religion, and creed very, very high. Since my election, we have created 7 million new jobs, 5 million more than government experts projected during the previous administration.
Four more years.
The unemployment rate is the lowest in over half a century. And very incredibly, the average unemployment rate under my administration is lower than any administration in the history of our country. If we hadn't reversed the failed economic policies of the previous administration, the world would not now be witnessing this great economic success. The unemployment rate for African Americans Hispanic Americans, and Asian Americans has reached the lowest levels in history. African American youth unemployment has reached an all-time low. African American poverty has declined to the lowest rate ever recorded. The unemployment rate for women reached the lowest level in almost 70 years, and last year women filled 72% of all new jobs added. The veterans' unemployment rate dropped to a record low. The unemployment rate for disabled Americans has reached an all-time low.
There you go. That's a bloke who knows how to clap.
Workers without a high school diploma have achieved the lowest unemployment rate recorded in U.S. history.
Jobs. Jobs, man.
A record number of young Americans are now employed. Under the last administration, more than 10 million people were added to the food stamp rolls. Under my administration, 7 million Americans have come off food stamps and 10 million people have been lifted off of welfare.
They're all standing up? Nah, only half. The Democrats are just pieces of shit. Look at them all. Shaking her head. What a fucking miserable bitch. Go Pence. He's going to have fucking calluses on his hands after tonight. He's going to have fucking huge
years under the last
burning thighs.
300,000 working age people dropped out of the workforce. In just 3 years of my administration, 3.5 million people, working age people, have joined the workforce.
CRF in the comments section. Pence should over-exaggerate his clap and backhand
Since my
Pelosi.
election, the net worth of the bottom half of wage earners has increased by 47%, 3 times faster than the increase for the top 1%.
His policies are working.
After
Fucking
decades
legend.
of flat and falling incomes, wages are rising fast,
Ooh.
and wonderfully, they are rising fastest for low-income workers who have seen a 16% pay increase since my election.
Bang. Turned off the subtitles. Pence. Big thighs.
This is a blue-collar boom.
Blue collar boom. Sit down. All these Republicans are fucking loving it. Look at them miserable Democrats.
Real median household income is now at the highest level ever recorded. Since my election, U.S. stock markets have soared 70%, adding more than $12 trillion to our nation's wealth, transcending anything anyone believed was possible. This is a record. It is something that every country in the world is looking up to. They admire.
Half of my super's invested in America.
Consumer
It's gone up
confidence has just
20K in the last 6 months.
amazing new highs. All of those millions of people with 401ks and pensions are doing far better than they have ever done before, with increases of 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100% and even more. Jobs and investments are pouring into 9,000 previously neglected neighborhoods thanks to Opportunity Zones, a plan spearheaded by Senator Tim Scott as part of our great Republican tax cut.
Yeah. And there's a Democrat. She stood up. Oh, mate. Good on you, brother. Get up. There you go.
In other words, wealthy people and companies are pouring money into poor neighborhoods or areas that haven't seen investment in many decades, creating jobs, energy, and excitement. This is the first time that these deserving communities have seen anything like this. It's all working. Opportunity Zones are helping Americans like Army veteran Tony Rankins from Cincinnati, Ohio. After struggling with drug addiction, Tony lost his job, his house, and his family. He was homeless. But then Tony found a construction company that invests in Opportunity Zones. He is now a top
Toothless
tradesman,
Tony.
drug-free, reunited
I
with
like
his
seeing
family.
this little bit on
And he
Smoko
is
today.
here tonight. Tony, keep up the great work, Tony.
On you, Tony. Stand up, Tony, you legend. Another American success story. Woo! John, my 401k jumped 70 grand last year thanks to Donald. And he's going to get 4 more years, brother. We're all going to be rich.
Our roaring economy has, for the first time ever, given many former prisoners the ability to get a great job and a fresh start. This second chance at life is made possible because we passed landmark criminal justice reform into law. Everybody said that criminal justice reform couldn't be done, but I got it done, and the people in this room got it done.
I've seen this at Smoko. I think they all stand up. There you go. Is it Chuck Schumer? I think that dude's name is.
Thanks to our bold regulatory reduction campaign, the United States has become the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere in the world.
Andrew Jackson! Come on, brother.
With the tremendous progress we have made over the past 3 years, America is now energy independent, and energy jobs, like so many other elements of our country, are at a record high.
Yeah.
We are doing numbers that no one would have thought possible just 3 years ago. Likewise, we are restoring our nation's manufacturing might, even though predictions were, as you all know, that this could never, ever be done. After losing 60,000 factories under the previous 2 administrations, America has now gained 12,000 new factories under my administration, with thousands upon thousands of plants and factories being planned or being built.
12. Didn't he say 1,200? I think he said 1,200.
Companies are not leaving. They are coming back to the USA.
Yeah.
The fact is that everybody wants to be where the action is, and the United States of America is indeed the place where the action is. One of the biggest promises I made to the American people was to replace the disastrous NAFTA trade deal. In fact,
He's done
unfair
amazing.
trade is perhaps the single biggest reason that I decided to run for president. Following NAFTA's adoption, our nation lost 1 in 4 manufacturing jobs. Many politicians came and went pledging to change or replace NAFTA, only to do so, and then absolutely nothing happened. But unlike so many who came before me, I keep my promises. We did our job.
Wait until he gets a good trade deal with the UK. Fuck Brussels.
6 days ago, I replaced NAFTA and signed the brand new U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement into law.
Bitch.
The USMCA will create nearly 100,000 new high-paying American auto jobs and massively boost exports for our farmers, ranchers, and factory workers. It will also bring trade with Mexico and Canada to a much higher level, but also to be a much greater degree of fairness and reciprocity. We will have that fairness and reciprocity. And I say that finally, because it's been many, many years that we were treated fairly on trade. This is the first major trade deal in many years to earn the strong backing of America's labor unions. I also promised our citizens that I would impose tariffs to confront China's massive theft of America's jobs. Our strategy has worked. Days ago, we signed the groundbreaking new agreement with China that will defend our workers, protect our intellectual property, bring billions and billions of dollars into our treasury, and open vast new markets for products made and grown right here in the USA.
Like Yeezys. Oh, there's that bitch from the squad who married her brother.
For decades, China has taken advantage of the United States. Now we have changed that. But at the same time, we have perhaps the best relationship we've ever had with China, including with President Xi. They respect what we've done because, quite frankly, they could never really believe that they were able to get away with what they were doing year after year, decade after decade, without someone in our country stepping up and saying, that's enough. Now we want to rebuild our country, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Amen.
We are rebuilding our country. As we restore American leadership throughout the world, we are once again standing up for freedom in our hemisphere. That's why my administration reversed the failing policies of the previous administration on Cuba.
Nancy, she loves Cuba. She's fucking communist through and through, that bitch. Look at her. Oh, shaking the fucking dirty finger.
The hopes of Cubans, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans to restore democracy, the United States is leading a 59-nation diplomatic coalition against the socialist dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro. Maduro is an illegitimate ruler, a tyrant who brutalizes his people, but Maduro's grip on tyranny will be smashed and broken. Here this evening is a very brave man who carries with him the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of all Venezuelans. Joining us in the gallery is the true and legitimate president of Venezuela.
Oh, he's in there.
Guaido. Mr. President, please take this message back to your family.
What? Hey! What a fucking mad bloke. You! Do you believe it? That's a mad move from Trump, but getting him there. What a fucking mad dog. I love
Mr.
it. That's a
President.
good one,
Great
Lisa.
honor. Thank you very much. Please take this message back that all Americans are united with the Venezuelan people in their righteous struggle for freedom. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
I fucking missed that bit. I was reading the comments section. They're all standing. It's only happened twice. Oh, yeah, so they're all clapping for him. Even the Democrats. That's a miracle.
Socialism destroys nations.
Yeah.
But always remember, freedom unifies the soul.
Right in here.
To safeguard American liberty, we have invested a record-breaking $2.2 trillion in the United States military.
Ooh, damn. Don't fuck with America. 2.2 trillion. Do you like that? I like it how he does that. Oh! Fucking smile, boys. They look fucking angry all the time.
We have purchased the finest planes, missiles, rockets, ships, and every other form of military equipment, and it's all made right here in the USA.
Yeah, amen.
We are also getting our allies, finally, to help pay their fair share.
Time for another spiced rum from a Trump head.
I have raised contributions from other NATO members
Drink
by more than $400 billion, and the number of allies meeting their minimum obligations has more than doubled. And just weeks ago, for the first time since President Truman established the Air Force, more than 70 years earlier, we created a brand new branch of the United States Armed Forces.
Air Force One.
It's called the Space Force.
Space Force, there you go. Fuck that.
Very important. In the gallery tonight, we have a young gentleman, and what he wants so badly, 13 years old, Ian
Just a
Longfay.
sweet kid.
He's an 8th grader from Arizona. Ian, please stand up. Ian has always dreamed of going to space. He was the first in his class and among the youngest at an aviation academy. He aspires to go to the Air Force Academy, and then he has his eye on the Space Force. As Ian says, most people look up at space. I want to look down on the world.
Yeah. What a mad kid. Get up. Fucking stand up, you filthy Democrats. Who's that lady? She's alright. She stood up a few times. Good on you, kid.
But sitting behind Ian tonight is his greatest hero of them all. Charles McGee was born in Cleveland, Ohio, 1 century ago.
Charlie.
Charles is one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, the first black fighter pilots, and he also happens to be Ian's great-grandfather.
Fucking you get up there, mate. Get amongst it. You. That's it. Are the fucking Democrats going to stand up for this old legend? Yeah, you fucking clap, Nancy. I'm surprised fucking Pence hasn't passed out from the smell of sulfur off that bitch.
Incredible story. After more than 130 combat missions in World War II, He came back home to a country still struggling for civil rights and went on to serve America in Korea and Vietnam. On December 7th, Charles celebrated his 100th birthday.
Oh, damn, he's 100? That old boy? Damn, 100 years. Give him a fucking clap. God bless him. You! Living legend. He still got it. Even the boys stood up then and smiled.
Charles McGee to Brigadier General, and earlier today I pinned the stars on his shoulders in the Oval Office. General McGee, our nation salutes you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. What a legend. Fucking oath.
From the Pilgrims to the founders, from the soldiers at Valley Forge to the marchers at Selma, and from President Lincoln to the Reverend Martin Luther King, Americans have always rejected limits on our children's future. Members of Congress, we must never forget that the only victories that matter in Washington are victories that deliver for the American people. The people
That's how we do it.
are the heart of our country. Their dreams are the soul of our country, and their love is what powers and sustains our country. We must always remember that our job is to put America first.
Oh, look up, you look at these miserable people. You got to put America first.
The next
She
step
had a little
forward
clap
in building
there,
an
the dirty
inclusive society is making sure that every young American gets a great education and the opportunity to achieve the American dream. Yet for too long, countless American children have been trapped in failing government schools. To rescue these students, 18 states have created school choice in the form of opportunity scholarships. The programs are so popular that tens of thousands of students remain on a waiting list. One of those students is Janiyah Davis, a fourth grader from Philadelphia. Janiyah. Janiyah's mom, Stephanie, is a single parent. She would do anything to give her daughter a better future. But last year, that future was put further out of reach when Pennsylvania's governor vetoed legislation to expand school choice to 50,000 children. Janiyah and Stephanie are in the gallery. Stephanie, thank you so much for being here with your beautiful daughter. Thank you very much. But Janiyah, I have some good news for you, because I am pleased to inform you that your long wait is over. I can proudly announce tonight that an opportunity scholarship has become available. It's going to you, and you will soon be heading to the school of your choice.
Yeah, get fucking clap, you dirty Democrats. How could you not be happy about that?
Now I call on Congress to give 1 million American children the same opportunity Janaya has just received. Pass the Education Freedom Scholarships and Opportunities Act, because no parent should be forced to send their child to a failing government school.
Savage.
Every young person should have a safe and secure environment in which to learn and to grow. For this reason, our magnificent First Lady has launched the Be Best initiative to advance a safe, healthy, supportive, and drug-free life for the next generation, online, in school, and in our communities. Thank you, Melania, for your extraordinary love and profound care for America's children. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
My administration is determined to give our citizens the opportunities they need, regardless of age or background. Through our pledge to American workers, over 400 companies will also provide new jobs and education opportunities to almost 15 million Americans. My budget also contains an exciting vision for our nation's high schools. Tonight, I ask Congress to support our students and back my plan to offer vocational and technical education in every single high school in America. To expand equal opportunity, I am also proud that we achieved record and permanent funding for our nation's historically Black colleges and universities. A good life for American families also requires the most affordable, innovative, and high-quality healthcare system on earth. Before I took office, health insurance premiums had more than doubled in just 5 years. I moved quickly to provide affordable alternatives. Our new plans are up to 60% less expensive and better. I've also made an ironclad pledge to American families. We will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions.
Oh. Hey, there's Ben Carson, the legend. Clap.
And we will always protect your Medicare, and we will always protect your Social Security, always.
Fucking clap, Nancy. Stand up, you filthy Democrats. Where are they?
The American patient should never be blindsided by medical bills. That is why I signed an executive order requiring price transparency.
Yeah. There you go. Clap, Nancy, you dirty bitch. I'm going to have to go skip forward a bit.
Which will go into full effect.
I'm going to skip to the end because the Dusty Sheila is like,
even
my
bigger
show's
than
finished.
healthcare reform.
This is where
it will save
rips the bit of
families
paper.
massive amounts of money for substantially better care.
We'll
But
skip
as we
forward.
work to improve Americans'
I'm going to
healthcare,
skip forward.
there are those who want to take away your health care, take away your doctor, and abolish private insurance entirely. 132 lawmakers in this room have endorsed legislation to impose a socialist.
I'm going to skip forward half an
We are
hour.
Americans. We are pioneers.
And then we'll watch the
we
last
are the
bit.
pathfinders. We settled the
So
new
we got
world.
another,
We built the modern world, and we changed history forever by
just a few
embracing
last
the
minutes
eternal
here.
truth that everyone is
We
made
get to see
equal
Nancy rip the
by the
fucking bit
hand
of paper up
of
behind
Almighty
him.
God.
Yeah. Almighty God, that's right. Oh, the bitch clapped. Maybe her god's the devil or something.
America is the place where anything can happen.
Amen.
America is the place where anyone can rise. And here, on this land, on this soil, on this continent, the most incredible dreams come true. This nation is our canvas, and this country is our masterpiece. We look at tomorrow and see unlimited frontiers just waiting to be explored. Our brightest discoveries are not yet known. Our most thrilling stories are not yet told. Our grandest journeys are not yet made. The American age, the American epic, the American adventure has only just begun. Our spirit is still young. The sun is still rising. God's grace is still shining. And my fellow Americans, the best is yet to come. Thank you. God bless you. And God
Is this the
bless
bitch here?
America. Thank you.
Is it?
very much.
Oh, there she is. Go, Melina. She should run down there and slap the bitch. Oh, what a fucking goblin. Trump just dropped his guts. Pence slapped that. Nah, he wouldn't. Melina's going to have to run down there and just fucking spear her. There he is, the God Emperor. 4 more years. We've skipped half an hour of it, but you get the bloody gist. Here we go.
1 hour and 15 minutes on the clock, and there were a lot of moments in this speech, and we'll go through a number of them, including the one we saw at the end there, where Speaker Nancy Pelosi appeared to take the speech in her hand and rip it in half.
Pretty bloody good, I reckon, eh? Burn! Thanks for tuning in, everyone. A shame I had to skip forward half an hour, but the Dusty Sheila was watching Married at First Sight, and I can't stand watching that shit. As long as that show's on, I might be doing more lives, eh? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. That was the first time I've ever watched a YouTube live. I did a live just before this, and I stuffed up the sound. So, thanks for tuning in. Hope everyone enjoyed just to watch along. Why not? Have a few drinks. I had a few of my homebrew. It's just like spiced rum I made. Delicious. Out of my Donald Trump mug. Few beers. Good company. And everyone pray for Trump, the God Emperor. What an absolute stud. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and catch me tomorrow night. Thirsty Thursday, dear Beltran's coming on. There'll be 5:30 Brisbane time. I'm starting to post my videos, dual stream them on Facebook and YouTube. So follow my Facebook, Dusty Bogan. Also, you can subscribe to my podcast if you missed one of my shows and you're at work or you want to listen to Dusty Bogan talk. Absolute. Have a crack. Go to Castbox. My podcast is there. I'm going to upload my videos and that, my audio. Anyway, fucking hope you have a fucking good one. Catch me tomorrow. We'll have a few beer bongs. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, Brocy. Cheers, Woo. Trump 4 more years. What a legend.